Hello everyone, it's again Krishna from CAD and Mac with AutoCAD in Macintosh. Well, today we're going to go deep into different tools that are available in AutoCAD. Today we are mainly going to talk about erase, undo, move, copy, rotate, mirror, explode, lengthen, offset, trim, extend, break, and join. Well, that's going to be our sequence mainly. So let's dig in. The first thing that we are going to go through today is erase. So suppose you have drawn something. Suppose this dimension line. Suppose you have drawn this. So how do you get rid of it? How do you erase it? So you can do it very easily. You go over to this icon, you select it, you click on the object that you want to erase like so, and then you right click on it. There we have it. I'm going to undo that. That's let me tell you, undo in AutoCAD 2016 for Macintosh can be done with Command and Z. If you press Z after pressing Command, what happens is the last activity gets cancelled. So that was a very simple thing, erase. We can do it even through a simpler method. You simply select the object that you want to delete, you want to erase, you select it, you right click on that, and then you simply go over here and erase it. That's it, it got erased. That's an even simpler method. Now suppose we need to move this particular object towards the right or upwards or left, whatever. You can do that very easily. So to do that, you'll have to select the object like so, and then you can go over to this icon. Or what you can do is, whatever you want to do, you can absolutely do this with the toolbar available on the left. But if you want to do it in a shortcut method, you can even do that with the help of the menu that you get after right clicking on your mouse. So I select the object, I right click on it. What I get is this. I can select move from over here. Now what I'll have to do is select the point of movement. That is, I'll have to tell AutoCAD, I'll have to tell AutoCAD about which point of the object I want to move. Now suppose if I select this point, and if I move the object about 1,000 millimeters, or 1 meter, what will happen is the arc will get shifted to the right or left or up or down, with a length of, for a distance of 1,000 millimeters with respect to this particular point. Now I have selected the point about which it's going to be moved. Now I give it the direction, and I suppose I dial in 1,000. So there, the arc got moved 1,000 millimeters from from the point I had drawn it with respect to this point. Now suppose I want to get this arc back to its original position. So what I do is I select the arc, right click on it, go to move, select the object, give it the direction that I want to move it to, and then we dial in 1,000. So we have got the arc back to its previous position. Now if I want to move the arc about a different point, I can do that as well. Suppose I want to move the arc about this particular point. So I select the point, I give it my direction, and suppose I dial in 1,000. So in this case, the arc got moved 1,000 millimeters with respect to this point, as you can see on the screen. So that was the move command. Now the next part that we are going to go to is copy. Now let me tell you before that, suppose I select this, and I want to move this from here. This so hold on. So suppose I want to move this here. I select this point, this direction, I get it back to my original position. Now you can absolutely do that with the help of the command line. You simply type in move. So if you type in move, it will automatically give you the command over there. You type in and then you press enter. You get the cursor, you select the whole object, you right click it, you select the point of reference and give the value, suppose 1,000. So there we can move or copy or whatever through the command line as well. Whatever you want to do, you can either select it from the toolbar, you can either right click and get the command, or the third way that you can follow is you can type it on your command line. So that was move. Okay, so the third tool that we're going to talk about is copy. Now this is looking a little clumsy, so I'll move the as you can see, I'm just typing it in. I'll move the figure back to its original position in this direction, 1,000 millimeters. There we have it. We have the arc to its original position again. Now suppose I want the same curve. I want the same curve, 1,000 millimeters from that reference point, from this reference point, keeping in mind that this arc is also maintained. Then what we do is we simply copy and paste. It's as simple as that. We simply copy and paste, and for that what we do is we select the object, right click on it, and we go to copy selection. We select the point of reference as we had done. We select the point of reference, give it a direction, and then input the distance that we want to give it. Suppose just for the learning purpose, I am giving 1,000 millimeters. I press enter, and there we have it. Second arc, the first arc maintained. Now if I want to I suppose I want this particular arc on the corner of this rectangle, that's a dimension line, but still I suppose I want the arc starting from this line. I suppose I want that. So what I do is I select the arc, I press and copy selection. I select the point of reference, and I simply position it on the end on the end point of the line, and click over there. You must remember that as long as you don't press enter or you don't right click and enter, the copy cursor will hold the the object that you had selected with respect to the reference point. Now see, I can draw as much as arcs as I want to. Suppose I draw an arc over here, I want to draw an arc over here, over here, and whatnot. Each time this particular arc gets copied, so I press escape and I undo the complete thing because it looks clumsy. You can do the same for move even. It's not particular to copy command or anything. You select the figure, you select the object, go to move, you select the reference point, and you select the point at which you want to place it. So the previous thing gets replaced with the new thing, it gets moved. So I remove it from that position. That looks a little clumsy. So the next part that we are going to talk about is rotate. Now rotation can be done in very easy methods. Now suppose I for rotation, okay, let me tell you before I go to the second go to rotation. You can copy and paste a particular object with the help of the command line. Even what you do is you simply type copy on the command bar. You type anything. If you type anything, it automatically gets typed on the command bar. So you type copy, you press enter, there you have it. the cursor, you select the object that you want to copy, you right click on it, select the reference point, and you place it there. You can do it this way as well. Each and every command can be executed with the help of the command line. If you are working professionally, then the command line is a very important part, or a very important aspect that you'll have to keep in mind, because professionally you'll have to work pretty fast. So we come to rotation then. For rotation, what you do is you simply again select the object that you want to rotate. You right click on it and then you select rotate. Now again, you'll have to specify the base point or the reference point as specified on the command bar. Everything that happens, everything that needs to be done, everything that needs to be explained will be there in the command bar, and AutoCAD will guide you through. So you select the object that you want to rotate. The AutoCAD asks you for the base point or the reference point. What you do is you select the base point, and then it asks you for the specific rotation angle, or the angle by which you want to rotate it. Now suppose I want to rotate it by 90 degrees, so it gets rotated by 90 there, where the arc gets rotated by 90 degrees. It's Now let me show you. I have been doing the whole tutorial. I have been conducting the whole tutorial on that particular arc, so I'll be going through to this angle so that it's much easier for you to understand. So I for rotation, I select the angle. I select the whole thing, the whole object. I right click on it. I select rotate. It asks me to specify the base point. Suppose I select this point, and I ask it to rotate it by 90 degrees. I type it on, it's 90 degrees. I press enter, and there the whole thing gets rotated by 90 degrees. So that's rotation. Now rotation is a very important part. Now rotation, suppose if you are very accustomed with the quadrant system, coordinate system, if you are accustomed with quadrants, then rotation should not be a very a very tough task for you, because you can even work with in AutoCAD. You can even work with negative angles. Means if you but we all always know that angle generally an angle generally starts from over here, from from this line, and then it moves like this. That's a positive angle, and if it's opposite, it's a negative angle. So we can also keep that in mind and work accordingly. If you are not accustomed with it, please do comment below if you want me to do a separate video on the different types of angles, the negative angle and positive angle. I'll surely do it. If you need it, I'll surely do it. Please do drop a comment if you need it. Okay, so but let me give you a tip. If you want it, I'll surely do it. I'm not telling that I'll not do it, but if you need it, please do drop a comment. And if you want to, you can absolutely consult a mathematics book or a geometry book. It's absolutely easy. It won't take you more than 5 to 10 minutes to grasp it. So that's that. That was rotation. It was pretty easy. It was not at all not at all tough. So the next thing that we're going to talk about is mirror. So now when you look at a mirror, a simple mirror, imagine a mirror. You're looking at yourself. What you see is the reflection of you on the mirror. Now what AutoCAD has given you as a feature is very much similar to that. Now suppose you need a mirror of this figure right opposite to it. You can absolutely do that. With absolute ease. Now suppose you need the figure to be like this. Suppose let me draw it. Suppose you have drawn this figure, and then you again give in this line. I'm sorry. suppose you need to draw the same thing on the opposite side. So suppose you again draw this line, then you again select another line, give it an angle, and then place it somewhere over here. I don't even remember the angle that I had given it. The much simpler process is by mirroring it. You can mirror it on the other side. Now, to do that, what you do is either select it from the toolbar, which is this icon, or you can even select it from the right click menu. I think it's there on the right click menu. Well, let me have a look. No, I don't think so. It's well, it's not there in the right click menu. So it's not there in the right click menu. So you'll have to either select it from over here. You can select it from over here. There is mirror from over here, or you can type it on the command bar. It's simple. It's mirror. That's it. Just type it mirror, and there you have it. So what you do is you select the whole thing, or you select the whole object beforehand, or you select the mirror option or the mirror tool first, and then you select the whole object, and then what you do is right click on it. When you right click on it, you get this particular crosswire that you generally get while drawing a straight line. So in what you need to do is, now you have selected, now you have told AutoCAD what to copy, what to mirror, what to reflect. You told that to AutoCAD what to do. Now what you need to tell AutoCAD is, where's the mirror, where do you want to position the mirror. You have to tell that to AutoCAD. So what you do is, you suppose I want an exact copy of this on the left hand side with a joining vertex. So I select this point and then I go up. My ortho is on, so I'll simply suppose I'll simply draw a straight line there. We have created an absolute clone or absolute reflection on the left side with so much of ease. Now suppose I want to sorry, I'll have to mirror it once again because I have pressed escape. So I select the thing, I select the vertex about which I want to mirror, then I draw the mirror. There, I press enter. We have the whole figure. Now suppose I want the whole thing to be mirrored down. So what I do is, I select mirror again, I select the whole object, right click on it, I select this point of vertex, I select the midpoint, and then as my ortho is on, I again draw a straight line and press enter. There it is. It's so easy. It's so easy. It's a child's play. It's nothing. It's absolutely easy to mirror, and it should not take you much time. It's absolutely easy. So hope you have got the mirror option. If you have any confusions, you're absolutely welcome to drop comments below. I'll surely make it a point to explain it properly through either audio or through my comments. I'll try my best to make you understand. Now, the third, no, it's not the third one. I have come a lot, so I don't know what number I'm talking about. Now, what we are going to talk about is joining. Now, joining, suppose I so sometimes, let me tell you, it doesn't work out for me, but still I'm going to try for you people. So suppose I draw this rectangle, suppose of 1000 millimeters, 1000 millimeters by I'm sorry, suppose okay, fine, I'll use mirror. So we have got this, and what we do is, suppose when we use the mirror tool, let me give you an example of an application. So I select the thing and then mirror it about it's not getting mirrored properly, I'm sorry. It should get mirrored because I select the whole thing, then I guess okay, so it won't mirror properly. So the next part that we come to is join. Now to join 2 points, what we need to do is, suppose we have a rectangle. Suppose we have a simple rectangle of, suppose I'm dialing in 1000, then we go down, suppose it's half of it 500, then we go this way again 1000, and then join it over here. Suppose we have this. Now you can see that these lines, the lines of the rectangle, the sides of the rectangle are individual figures. As you can see, if I select if I try to select the figure, I only get to select each, I get to select each in the individual line. Now suppose you want the whole rectangle to be one per one figure. Now suppose if you want to select the whole rectangle, you just do this and the whole rectangle gets selected. So what you do is you hold the whole rectangle, you select the whole rectangle, and you type in join on the command bar, and you press enter. There you have the whole rectangle, you have the rectangle as one complete figure. If you still try to select it through one, that point the whole rectangle gets selected, because now it's one whole object. Now you must be facing such situations that you have made a mistake and you actually didn't want to join the join that line, but by mistake you have joined that line. You didn't actually want to do that. So in that case, what you do is you explode it. What you do is you simply explode it. You type explode, or you simply press X and enter. There again, each an individual line has been separated. I had sorry I'm sorry, I had a talk about explode previously, but I just repeated the whole thing because I think it was very important. It was actually it's actually a very important part of AutoCAD. Now suppose I want to join, suppose let's see if we can join this. We have let's see. Okay, so what we could do is we could join the we could join these lines, this and this. We could join those lines, but it's these are not continuous lines, because it's pretty complicated about because the AutoCAD can't figure out which line to join with what, and these are dimension lines, so it cannot join. So you can see that these two lines have been joined. And so suppose you have done that, what you do is you select the whole thing and press explode. If you want to do that, the whole thing gets exploded. Now suppose you have drawn a rectangle, suppose you have used the rectangle tool from over here, and you have drawn a rectangle. Now if you draw a rectangle from over there, it's actually a whole object. So you don't actually get individual lines from it. So if you, by chance, if you want individual lines, what you do is you select the whole thing and you press X and press enter. There the whole thing has been exploded. Now a very important you know application of explode. Now suppose I have this dimension line. Now suppose by chance I require this line, this particular line, or I require this arrow or this arrow. Suppose I need these, or I suppose I need to copy the text, this text, as an M text, multi-line text. So what I do is I select the dimension line, press X and enter. There we have it. The whole dimension has been exploded, and it's no longer a dimension line, but a simple object. You can select each and individual object separately. Suppose I shorten it, I can do it. I want to move it, I can do it. Whatever I want to, I can do it. It's absolutely easy and it's absolutely simple. So I've undone it. So I let me undo the whole thing, because the whole screen is looking pretty jeopardized up. So let me clean it up. And there. Yeah. So the next part that we are going to talk to you about is offset. So in offset is actually an improvised version of the copy command. So through offset, you can actually very easily copy and paste an object with not much effort through a particular distance from its position. So let us start with offset. Suppose we have this line, as you can see on the screen. For offset command, you simply press O on your keyboard and press there you can see that on your screen, and you press enter. You must read whatever is mentioned on the command line. Now what it says is, please specify offset distance. Now to suppose I want this line about how much? Suppose I want it about 300 millimeters from its distance towards, towards this distance, towards this particular distance as I'm moving my cursor towards. So I specify the distance. Suppose what did I say? 300. Okay, yeah, let's put 300 and we press enter. The next thing that is asked from us is, please select object to offset. We want to offset or copy and paste this particular figure, so we select this line, and there we have it. We then we select the distance that I mean the direction along which we actually want to put the object about. So we put the direction, suppose this way, and we simply very easily we do it. Then again, suppose I want to offset this towards the right again, I can do that very easily. I can repeat as many times as I want to. Suppose I want to offset this line on this direction, I simply now what will what I'll have to do is simply specify the direction, and it keeps copying it. Now it actually looks like a zebra crossing. So I delete the whole thing and we move on to the next part, which are very important as we learn about AutoCAD. Doesn't only we're not actually talking about AutoCAD for Macintosh, but also for any other Macintosh, because let me remind you that AutoCAD is not actually much different Macintosh than AutoCAD. There's only a little very ignorable difference between the two softwares. So we had a talk about offset. Then now the next part that we're going to talk to you about are lengthen and trim. Now, as long as AutoCAD is concerned, lengthen and trim are really important parts. Now, please do pay attention. Now, suppose suppose I have this suppose I have this line suppose I have this line suppose I have this line yeah suppose I have this line and then this. So what I need is, I don't actually require the line to be extended till here. Actually need my line to be up till here, and then I don't need it to be so long. I need it till here. So what I do is I go to the trim command that is over here. As you can see, I'm hovering my mouse over it. It's called trim. If you want to do it even easier, in an even easier method, you can do it by typing on your keyboard trim, and there you have it. You have the command on your screen. I press enter over there. I always tell you to read the command line and proceed. So it asks me what to trim. What do you want to trim? So I want to trim this line. I have selected it. So I tell AutoCAD that yes, I have selected the line. That's this one. So I press enter. So the next thing that AutoCAD wants from me is about what line do you want to trim. So I select this line. Okay, so it's a dimension line. It won't let me cut through it. So what I do is I'll give you another simpler example. So I think I have my ortho switched on, so I draw this line and then to repeat the line command like so, and there we have it. Now the figure, and now if you want to trim it, I think trim will cut this line now. So what I do is I select the object that I want to trim, suppose this one, press enter, and then I specify about which point I want to cut. Now let me tell you, trim actually works in a much easier method. Now before we go to that, okay, let me clear out on the simple method, then I'll go to the tough parts. So the easier parts, or the shortcuts. So I select trim from over here. It asks me to select the object, suppose this one, then I press enter, and then I simply cut it there. It's as simple as that. I specify the boundary and then I get to cut the object. I repeat the whole thing. So I have the trim command again from the toolbar. I select the boundary, suppose this one, press enter, then click on over here. There we have it. It's as easy as that. Now suppose you have this figure and you want to do it in a much easier method. Now for an easier method, what you do is simply select trim command from over here, or you can type it up on the command line, and you select the whole object, press enter, and then simply go like this. It's as simple as that. You can do it as in as simple as that method. So uh, that was trim for you. The next part that we are going to is lengthen. Now lengthen, or suppose I have this line, I suppose I draw this line, and what I do is I repeat the line command and I draw a line through here. Now suppose you have a line till here, but you actually need the line till here. Now the options that you can do, that you have to execute the task, is you again go to the line command, you select that point, and then you draw a perpendicular to it. We can do it through that method, but in many cases you'll get very complicated positions where you'll not be able to draw lines as such. So in that case, what you do is you simply use the lengthen command, or the lengthen tool. Over here, the lengthen tool is this one, or the extend. You can use it. It's very simple. So you select it from over there, or you can type extend over here. So in this case, what you need to do is simply follow the method that I taught you for trim. You select the boundary there, we press enter, and then you select the object that you want to extend. It's as simple as that. So suppose let me show you. Suppose I copy this. Suppose I copy this selection from over here to here, here, and where not, there. Suppose I need to extend all these lines till here. So what I do is I click extend from over here. I give it the boundary line about which it till which it needs to be extended. I enter, I press enter, and then select these lines. There, it's as simple as that. If you had to do that with the help of line, it would have been very complicated. So uh for today, that's our tutorial. That's tutorial number 5. If you have any questions, you can absolutely write it down at the on the comment section, or you can email it to dey.krishnapu@icloud.com. I'll be leaving my email address on my on the description. You can absolutely email me on that, or email me your questions, or you can leave that on the comment section on YouTube. If you like the video, if you have learned anything from the video, please do like the channel, please do subscribe it, please do like the video. It's absolutely helpful for me. Thank you.